Okay. Let's see if this is actually working. Hello? Come on now. Weird. Weird. Okay. Public. Done. Okay, what's going on here? Okay. No. Oh, man. Nope. Why on earth is it not showing? Okay, let's try here. Now is it going to work? Wow. Okay, then. Wow, that is horrible. That is horrible. Hopefully that's not too loud. Let's see here. Cut it down a bit.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading.
I'm just gonna put this over here.
Love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, so hopefully I can actually get this to work properly. It's never as simple as just pressing stream. It's literally 9,000 different things. Okay. So I think I have my... I have all my macros set up, don't I? What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do this group. And then it's going to have to be cast. We're going to do stop song. cast? Probably 8. Probably 6. No, it's probably gonna have to be. It's probably gonna have to be 8. So this would be hopefully if I can actually manage to get a group. And I needed to interrupt. Not that I think there's any casters that I got to worry about in the courtyard, but 7. And this could be. So, yeah, it should be good. Okay. So I did manage to actually. Holy, what is my bag doing way over here? I did manage to actually get to level 14 off stream just because I didn't want to stream it empty Crushbone, because Crushbone was like totally empty when I played, except for like maybe one high level player. So there wasn't really any grouping there. It's a little bit of people playing right now in here. It is a little bit of, you know, /dead get dead game, but that's fine. I enjoy playing it, and this is mainly for another thing that I plan on doing with the game. So it's more of like research kind of. So I also don't mind streaming. I wanted to get back into streaming, and Pantheon kind of sucks right now, so I don't really want to. Oh, get it here. Like, talk about dead game. Like, this game is like 25 years old and it has about as many players as Pantheon, right? So I know they have an update that's coming out soon, but I think it's too late for them for whatever reason. I don't know if that issue where I talked about in the video quite a while ago now ended up hurting them in the long run. It could have. I think, honestly, if I have my facts straight, I might not. It's essentially similar to what seemed to have happened with Project Quorum, where all the GMs and stuff were basically just favoring their friends' guilds. So they were like basically getting all the bonuses from having friends. That's what it seemed like anyway. That's what I've either /read or heard. Read/heard, I should say. That Quorum basically got destroyed by the GMs there. I mean, it was riding pretty high. Mind you, the Hero's Journey also came out, and usually when a new sort of Everquest comes out, or P99 classic vanilla, whatever you want to call it, whenever a new version comes out, usually people will jump to that. So that's also a possibility, but I had heard that there was some GM issues over there with Quorum, and that's kind of why it died. Am I getting my butt whooped or what? These beetles stunning is really annoying. So anyway, yeah, I handed in all of my belts. I handed in about 100 Crushbone belts. Ended up gaining 3.5 bubbles of experience. Nothing major. I thought it would be a lot more. That was at level 13. I did level with it, mind you, but 100 belts for 3.5 bubbles wasn't that great. Probably gonna end up leveling here to 15. Just from this guy. Now, I was planning on doing Dagnor's Cauldron as well. Or I was planning on doing Dagnor's Cauldron before I came into Unrest. But there's a bunch of red creatures wandering Dagnor's Cauldron, so I was like, nah, I think I'm just going to go into Unrest. There's mostly blues in the front here. Well, there's a bard. What level is he? Level 12. That's fine. This person's more geared than I am. I gotta fix that because I originally had this bag up here. This was much easier for the bard, actually. What bag is this? That one? So that seemed much easier. So I can go like that. Let's fix this up here. So what we'll do, that way it's just one click. And I can open both of them up and then swap out, because I'm swapping out my chest plate and the weapons and instruments and everything else under the sun. Hopefully the stream is loud enough. I'd like to try to get in. I'm assuming the druid has probably got the inside camp, or the paladin. Paladin probably has the fireplace camp, I bet. I don't particularly... I mean, I could sit and kite the whole thing or whatever. I don't like that style of gameplay. I mean, this is a little bit boring too, but that doesn't appeal to me. I said it in the last video. It does not appeal to me. That guy's blue. Oh, he's yellow. Okay, so that means he's 17. I don't really want to... These guys over here. Let's see if he'll group with me. He's LFG, so let's see. Let's see. That was the plan anyways. Hopefully not on for much longer. Well, all right. No porb. No porbs. I'm pretty sure the entire courtyard on this side's blue. But what about the festering hag? Death beetles are now green. Okay, some of the termite dead's green. Jack-o'-lantern's blue. They're not up yet. Is this guy... I wonder, is this guy gonna, like... Would this guy train everybody? Where's he gonna go? I wonder. Nope. There, ghoul. That's like a death knell. Why am I not... That's weird. Why was my attack off? My one-handed blood capped, okay. I think I can go to this one now. I can start using the axe once my skill is leveled up. Like, the axe could essentially... Good thing about the axe is it can, like, wipe out enemies really fast. The bad thing about it is your skill ups suffer because you're just plowing through mobs. And then you end up stuck with a really low combat stats. That was a weird echo, wasn't it? I think there's a safe spot here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, though. I think it's like maybe behind this tree, that corner. Oh, of course. Well, no, he's just walking by. He doesn't care. He's got places to be, I guess. Just gonna go stand over there and stare at the wall. Yeah, you little bastard. So it looks like the first cap is off. That must have come off at 10, because now I'm hitting for like 38 with this weapon. Yeah, most of these are like light greens, I guess they'd be called. A little bit of experience. I think it's 20% or 25% of the experience you get from them, something like that. I don't think these guys have bronze out here. Nope. See if he sees me. Yep, he saw me. Oh, too late. Oh, there's the guy right over there. Is that the one that walked by earlier? I'll keep those for my rogue. I think the rogue needs them. I'm not sure. I think I can pull to this corner over here. What's this one? 1325. Okay. That one might actually be better. A little bit slower. Not by much, mind you, but. What on earth was that? Oh, I think I clicked just on the edge, a little bit of the edge of my screen. Now, if I were to get 2 jack-o'-lanterns, I would probably be 2 jack-o'-lanterns and another, because of their fear proc, might actually beat me up. I had a shaman note earlier buff me when I got here. Okay, let's grab this guy now. Yoink. Of course he's gonna bash me. So I will say so far too, experience in starting over in, like, you start as a dwarf or as a wood elf or high elf, the experience is way better. The money situation, though, is a lot worse. Now, I know people say you can go to Sirens or whatever at like level 12 and they're good money and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, besides, unless you're a caster that can gate out of there, any melee class, they ain't going there. It is not worth the trouble. I'd rather level a little bit slower. And maybe the money's like super good, but I'll have to try it with a caster sometime. Maybe a mage or something like that. Something that can gate out of there. Something that can port out of there. Maybe a druid or something like that too, right? But. Plus, too, like I don't like the kiting thing, especially when there's other people. Like if there was nobody here, I might try it just for fun. But when there's other people here, it's just obnoxious. It's just obnoxious when people do that. It's like I'm gonna take everything so you have nothing, and it's like the game slowly dies because of it. Oh crap! Oh crap! 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 Right. I mean, it's good for you if that's what you want to do, but unfortunately, if you want a game to exist and you do things that incentivize people not to play it, you're like, oh, I'm a cleric and starting out, I have a little bit of gear, you know, don't have a bunch of good stuff, and you're just like, I gotta go down and rest because I'll get some money, maybe get some bronze or something to wear, and somebody's kiting the entire dungeon. You're just like, well, this sucks, you know, and you probably won't come back. Why is my attack turning off? It's super weird. I have not turned, it says it turns off, but that's strange. I'm going to boost the game a little bit more. Hopefully it's not like horrible. Yeah, might as well grab him. No, no, get back here. Seems to be like some kind of audio when I get stunned. Like an audio glitch or something. I'm going to try to equip this. He stuns me. Something else spawns. I'm going to be in big trouble. I think if I hug, I think this corner right here is safe, if I remember correctly. Let's zoom in here so I can actually look. Okay. I'm pretty sure this corner is safe. Oh, I guess I had that on the whole time. Yeah, that's fine. I go? Let me see. Okay. Just want to make sure it's actually. Because for whatever reason, it was not showing that it was live. So I am going to be awfully disappointed if it did not go live. But that's fine. Hopefully it did. It says it did. Doesn't mean anything though. We'll try this for a minute. I need to get my piercing up, but there's probably not any chance I'm going to get that done anytime soon. It's going to have to be one of those weapons that just waits. Always seems to be like a little bit more damage. Not a lot. 1 or 2 points maybe using that. Okay, let's keep going here. Avoid that ghoul, I'll be alright. I don't know if I can pull from inside the house. I might be able to. And it's raining. Great. Just what I wanted. I have a feeling that whatever the hell happened with that is why I may actually have to restart the entire thing. Because I have a feeling whatever happened with that, where it was locking up streaming, I have a feeling that's causing me some issues. That's very unfortunate. Because YouTube does not like it when you stop and start a stream multiple times. It actively delists you. So, and I think that's what happened, because it would, when I clicked to go live, my YouTube screen actually froze. So I think because I switched it from public to private, or private to public a few times, I think it actually screwed it up. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus. I can't
Yeah, it'll like that sucks. This is gonna actively delist it. So I may have to try to give it a break for an hour and then come back and try streaming it again. These rabies are just sapping my regen. I guess it's only 9. It's 5 for the chest piece and 4 for the song. Yeah, I've seen multiple streamers actually, especially big ones, where their stream will crash or something weird will happen, and they'll have like 6,000 viewers, and then something happens, it crashes, they come back, YouTube doesn't get recommended. Like, I'll step away while it's crashed, and then come back, and it won't show it on like my home screen that they're live again. So they actively do that, which is, I think it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, right? So this will probably be a much shorter stream just because of that. I wonder if I can get a better... Okay. Sorry, just trying to get some... I want to take a better screenshot for the cover page. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, some of these are light greens. That guy's light green. Oh, skeleton's back. Let's go grab him. If I'm not mistaken, I thought the greater skeletons have a chance to drop bronze armor, but it might not be the ones outside the house. Oh, the rabies finally went away. That's good. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that's the case. Maybe it's barbed bone skeletons that drop it. Oh no, most of the buffs are gone. Just the Talisman of Altoona. The big tuna. You know that little beetle's coming. Yeah, like the experience is great. Really good in here. Like compared to, oh, well, hello there. Excellent timing, excellent timing. But the cash is non-existent. I think I made all told from the belts. Oh, I thought it was red there for a second. I made a grand total of 27 platinum just from the belts. So there's no money whatsoever. I might have to switch to the axe for a second. I probably don't need to. Yeah. It was a just in case. Yeah, some of them are green now. Come on, man. The wrist snapper for leveling is great. Holy. It's so fast. Yeah, so I mean, if you have the money and you have gear and all that, Unrest is a great place to come. Because if you're geared and you can handle stuff like this by yourself, and you don't need a group, like right now, 7 players. Okay, that's not that bad, but not as bad as it's been, mind you. Or not as good as it's been either. It's a great place because you don't really need cash. You just come and you want to level as fast as possible. But if you're just starting out, it's good if there's a lot of players here. But it's very difficult. The server's not that populated. It did really well during the double XP weekend, but now it's like nothing. There. That might have actually been a little bit too loud. Turn it down a bit. Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing. So I'm hoping they do a merge and they do a new server. But I don't know. I think as it stands right now, I think if they did a new server, you got to get rid of the experience penalties. Like, the number one thing is getting rid of the experience penalties. You're gonna have penalties for classes that or races that have buffs, like the ogre, troll, and the XR, but not for Shadow Knight. Like, a Dark Elf Shadow Knight should not have a 40% penalty to leveling. And a Troll Shadow Knight shouldn't have a 69 or 68% penalty to leveling. Not starting off. Like, that's crazy. I think that should be gone. If they do decide to do a new server, that's the first thing. You can roll content out, that's fine. But that specific, you're just limiting your options in the beginning. It's like, if I want to start as a Shadow Knight, well, I have to wait. Now I have to wait. It's more worth it to wait 6 months, play a Druid, a Halfling Druid that has a bonus to leveling, and in 6 to 8 months, whenever they remove that, because they will eventually remove it, much like they did with green and blue. And then I can play a Shadow Knight. So, class penalties never made any sense. I was shocked when I first learned of what it was. That was a couple of years ago that I learned how bad the Shadow Knight and Troll Shadow Knight penalties were. I was like, no wonder I couldn't make it past 45. Like, my original very first character, Shadow Knight, I could not level past 45. It felt so awful that I could not level past 45. Like, I had friends that I was playing more than my friends in quotes. I was playing a lot more than they were, and they were all level 50, and I was still, like, at that time I was still like late 30s. I was like 38, 39, and they were already like capped doing the end game content and stuff, and I'm sitting there struggling, and I'm like trying to find places to level, because back then we didn't have Alakazam didn't come out until after Kunark for sure, I think. And you didn't know. You just had to go around and find out what you could do. Like, okay, this guy's blue. Can I kill him? I'm not, Now I wouldn't have any questions about killing something if it was blue. But back then, I mean, at level 40, a Hill Giant's blue, right? So you never know what you're walking into when you see a blue, at least back then. But I remember too. I remember how I got to level 41 was from level 36 to 36 or 37. I went to Split Paw, and I stayed there, killing greens until 41 just so I could level. I'm like, well, I'm spending all of this time trying to find places to level, and I'm spending more time trying to find places to level than I am actually leveling. So I ended up just staying at Split Paw. I was getting experience. A friend would come and buff me every so often. And you got to remember too, melee classes had to deal with their stamina bar. So you couldn't attack for too long. That was one of the benefits of a Shadow Knight. When your DPS went down yourself, you could just have your pet attack. Your pet's stamina never ran out. So they could keep attacking and keep the DPS up. Where you had to like stop. You had to stop attacking, let them tank it for a little bit, and then wait for your stamina to recover. You'd have to like sit down and then get back up, and it was a nightmare. I gotta be honest. We all look back at it rose-colored glasses now, but it was a nightmare. Like, there was a point in time that I actually hated Everquest, and it was after World of Warcraft came out. It was like, they're punishing me, why? And then you get World of Warcraft that's just like, there's no punishment. You die, you just gotta run back to your corpse. And it's like, there's no punishments or anything like that. It's like, this seems much better, you know? I mean, it was pretty bad for somebody like me that was spending so much time playing EverQuest that I could not get a max character before Kunark came out. That's an entire year. And I was living and breathing this game. So... yeah, I didn't know where to level and stuff. You know, I didn't know about Unrest until way later. And I was grouping with people. Like, that's the only way you could level, right? Like, I remember... I remember being at the tree in South Carolina from 29 to 35, and then from there I went to Swipaw. And sometimes I was even like 36, 37. I was staying there just to get the cash. Right? Because you were carrying people, they would still get all the experience. You know, you're only a level or two higher than them. They were getting all the experience. To say it was rough is an understatement. And I think you could have incorporated some form of stamina drain in P99. You just got to change how it is. Like, whatever the number is, like every swing was based on your weight. Like, so the weight of the weapon. Now I'm going to go on an old man rant here, but like, it was based on the weight of the weapon. So the lighter the weapon was, the less stamina it would drain. All you would have to do is change that number. It's funny though, because people playing P99, I was like, you never had stamina drain with your weapons? I don't know when it was actually removed. It might have been removed before Planes of Power or something like that, but because that's when I know a lot of people came in was during Planes of Power. But believe me, it was there. I distinctly remember it. I mean, we have all these stamina spells for a reason when you look at it. Like, you look at the cleric was like the best class because of Invigor at level, whatever it was, level 8, level 9, whatever they get it at. They were like amazing because you could just Invigor all of your melee and you just wipe the floor with stuff. I still have my regen BP on my stat. I will go on tangents from time to time about that stuff, but try to keep it as is. It was one of the reasons why I dropped the Shadow Knight. Like I said, I dropped them at 45 and started a rogue. And because the rogue's weapons were so light, I didn't use as much stamina. And I had amassed, actually, because I was playing so much, I had amassed quite a bit of wealth. Just by playing the EC stock market, so to speak. You know, somebody would come in and sell Dwarven work boots for 700, I would buy it, resell it for 1,200, right? Because that was the going rate at the time for dwarven work boots, which is kind of crazy. But you know, the short sword that came out of Lower Guck was, I want to say it was 4,000, something like that. You know, but yeah, so I had lots of money, so I was able to gear my rogue up, and I ended up getting my rogue because of the bonus that the rogue had. I just thought I was just getting a better, I was getting better groups or what have you, and I just thought the Shadow Knight was just horrible. But it turns out, because the rogues have a experience bonus, that was why. So I was used to minus 40% all the time, and then the rogue was like, wow, this is like taking nothing for me to level. Whereas the Shadow Knight, it was a slog, to say the least. I can't imagine. I saw level 50 troll Shadow Knights. I have no idea how they managed it. There wasn't very many, that's for sure. I saw troll shamans, and they're a bit different, because they didn't have to melee really all that much. I mean, they did, but they could just dot, root, and sit. They didn't have to melee, right? Melee was really not in a good place during Classic, that's for sure. Classic, vanilla, whatever you want to call it. I'm probably gonna end the stream at the 1 hour mark, and if I come back, it'll be a little bit later on this afternoon, but I'm gonna try to stream like every single day when I can. And for right now, because I'm on a little bit of a kick of P99, I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm gonna be streaming that for the next little while anyway. My original plan was to just level a class, a character from this side of the world rather than the other side, because Kinos was always my go-to pretty early on when I started playing P99, simply because the amount of money that I was making. I had nothing, and then I decided to make a ranger at one point, and I started doing the bandit quest. I found out about the bandit quest, like, oh, what quests are in this area? Oh, the bandit quest. And then I started doing that, and then I was making 300 plat, every time I would go and turn the bandit sashes in. So it was so much better. I was making so much money. I was able to start buying gear and that's what I would recommend to a new player, is start over there. There really isn't that much of a big deal in terms of experience, but if you're a geared player, definitely coming to this side of the world is much, much better. The experience was way better. Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream just because I think it kind of got screwed up a little bit. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.